Over the years, Mattel have made hundreds and hundreds of WWE action figures, Elite Basics, Ultimate Edition, all that. And being at the level of a toy company that they are, it's no surprise that they have made some banger action figures over the years. And today, I'm about to show you my top 10 favorite WWE action figures. For the only rule for this is that it has to be an officially produced WWE figure, no AEW figures or anything like that. I might do a different video on that. But starting off with some honorable mentions, I do want to point out this Grayson Waller right here. Uh, this might surprise some people that this is on here because people were hating on this figure because of like the head scan and everything. I think it is a little wide. Like the facial expression is pretty decent, but like I think it's a little wide, especially towards the top of his head area. But everything else, this figure is absolutely perfect. I love the white and pink. That is awesome. The pink flames always get me. It says Grayson Waller effect on the back. Grayson Waller right there. He was a chase for the Elite 107 series. I think that one is better than Chase. The one with the white and pink. That's a great figure. You know what I'm saying? Let me elevate this camera up a little bit. Next album mention right here is going to be the Elite 107 Finn Balor. The only thing keeping this figure from being a part of like the official list is that when you take the jacket off out of the packaging, you see that it stained my figure at least. It's not that noticeable on camera, but I think on this side it's a little more noticeable. But other than that, it's still a fantastic figure, and I love it. And I was very excited to get a Judgment Day Finn Balor. Next figure for the honorable mentions is Elite 105 Io Sky. This is absolutely amazing women's figure, one of my favorite women's figures in my whole entire collection. Yeah, on the women's figures, they like to do like the molding, especially around the top area. And for this figure, they did like the fuzz, around the top, and the belt buckle, which you can move around and everything. Head scan looks just like her. This is a fantastic Io Sky. I love that one. SummerSlam Elite Randy Orton. This was a very anticipated figure for a lot of people because of these awesome orange trunks right here. This is from SummerSlam 2004 when he won the World Heavyweight Championship and became the youngest world champion in history. A record which I think no, that record wasn't broken. That record still stands today. I would love to see a WrestleMania 31 Randy Orton, except where the orange is just red. I feel like that would be fantastic. Even though it was almost a decade ago that he wore that gear, I still think they should do one. And last for the honorable mentions is this Chad Gable right here from Elite 106. Fantastic figure. I'm so glad they went for the blue singlet over the red singlet because this was my favorite attire of Chad Gable. And I hope he wins the Intercontinental Championship at King of the Ring. On Raw, he like beat Sami Zayn with help from Otis, so I'm not sure if he is gonna win, considering he came out on top last night on Raw. But it would be great to see him win the PLE. Moving into my top 10 now, we have another Randy Orton figure right here. This is the Elite 98 right here with the Elite 67 hoodie. I thought that went well with this figure because you got like the red and the white right here, more on the back, and then the red and white logos going throughout. I would love to get an Elite 9 Randy Orton with the with like the yellow logos. I feel like that would be cool to get, but I want that figure. And it says Markel on the back, which is different from like most Randy Orton like backs of trucks because you see Orton, but here you see RKO, and that's a fantastic head scan as well. Oh my goodness, looks just like him. Top picks Elite Rey Mysterio. I just dropped him. Top picks Elite Rey Mysterio. This was the 2022 wave right here. The Macho Man tribute attire with the 3 stars on the front with the pink and yellow. It says I am Lucha on the back. The yellow mask looks really cool. And speaking of really cool, look at these magenta gloves right here. That is awesome. Magenta gloves, which they did reuse in the newer Top Picks Rey Mysterio in the blue and white, and also some pink in there as well. Next figure, the Elite 104 Dakota Kai. Just like on the EO Sky, it's got a lot of like molding and tooling throughout. The hair is really unique. I put like a black wrist tape interchangeable hand on here. I think that looks pretty good. I added the Women's Tag Team Championship, and now all the pink just looks really good. I'm also a big fan of Dakota Kai, so that might help that figure's case a little bit. I'm a big fan of her. Ultimate Edition AJ Styles. I had to pay a pretty penny for this figure. I paid $36 for it, but this still is a very, very worth it figure. if you do spend that price. Blue and white that he wore at WrestleMania 38 when he faced Edge. The blue gloves look really cool. The elbow pad saying P1 on the back. That's a great AJ Styles. I wish that like this was like all cloth because I've seen like custom like cloth jackets for AJ Styles made of like fake leather, and I think that would have gone really good with that figure because it's like rubber with the cloth hood. It would have been cool to like see like all cloth. Next figure right here is the Elite 102 Gunther. Gunther. Everybody says Gunther. I mean, Gunther, but I think it's Gunther. So this is Gunther right here. Super realistic figure. I love the head scan. It looks just like him. The red gear is really nice. Yeah, they got like the buttons on the jacket and everything. I love the red, man. Red on the figures looks awesome. So dude, that's why I see a lot of red figures on here. Another red figure. I think this is my top five. We got the enforcer of the bloodline, or he might be the tribal chief now, who knows. Solo Sokoa right here. All red gear from War Games, looking really cool. Super ultra realistic head scan. Speaking of ultra realistic, here's the torso. Looking just like Solo Sokoa's torso and not skinny like his first elite. One thing I did is I added red knee braces on here from an old basic Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think it looks really good. And I also might do another fix up. I might paint his thumb white because it's like a skin tone color, and I think it should be white because he has it white most of the time. Here is the top picks. Seth Rollins. This was the one of my favorite figures from last year, and one of my favorite figures in my entire collection. I searched everywhere for this, and I was finally able to get it off of Ringside Collectibles' website. Black with the polka dots, mocking Dusty Rhodes, because of course he was facing his son, Cody Rhodes, inside Hell in a Cell. Please do not knock everybody down. Because like the feet on this thing don't really move, and they're always kind of curved. Jumping into my number three figure in my collection, this is the earliest figure I believe that I have. Elite Series 8, Edge in the red, just like the Gunther, just like the Solo Sikoa. I love the red. I wanted this for so long, and I was finally able to get it off of eBay last year. And yeah, it came with the robe and everything, which would have been cool cloth, but it still looks cool rubber. And yeah, the red looks awesome on the Elite Series 8 Edge right there. My favorite Edge, that's from WrestleMania 26 when he faced I think it was Chris Jericho that he faced for the World Heavyweight Championship. Here's the Elite 105 Dominic Mysterio. This is my number two figure in my entire collection. I was super excited to get this because I never got the Elite 89, and this is better than the Elite 89 because you got the updated skin tone, you got more of a realistic head scan in my opinion with the more long hair, and then like all the purple going throughout for the Judgment Day look and everything. So VM for Dominic Mysterio. They did basically re-release that figure in Elite 109, just like with the flannel and like the bandana mask. I thought like they could have done something else for that series, but it's still not a bad figure. I mean, like if you didn't get the Elite 105, I definitely recommend that one. And the last figure, which is my favorite figure in my entire collection, I love his figures, so this one's right up my alley. I'm gonna put him on these steel stairs. I forgot to say why these were here. I'm gonna put my favorite figure in my collection up here. The Ringside Collectibles exclusive, Defining Moments 4-pack, Cody Rhodes right here. Cody Rhodes, you can see him right there. Let's take a closer look at this figure. It's literally an injured action figure right here. He's got the torn pec, which looks crazy. The gear is crazy. He's got half blue, half white. The logos I thought were really cool and really like official looking right there. Certainly better than some of his other figures look. And that ultra realistic head scan with the blue eyes kind of. That's a great figure. He did come with the stud white belt on the front. That's my only real problem with it. It wasn't like the Ultimate Edition one that they do. But this is my favorite figure in my entire collection, the Final Moments Ringside exclusive Cody Rhodes. And this has been my favorite figures of my collection video and a handful of honorable mentions. Let me know what yours is in the comments down below.